If I request to see the radar displaying the speed in which a police officer claimed I was speeding, are they obligated to show it upon request? Laughing. Yes, I did just that. And honestly, the judge had a field day in court with that cop. Cop writes me a ticket for speeding 53 on 25 miles per hour, flying through a red light, and reckless driving. Me, may I see the radar where it shows that I was going 53? Cop, no. Me, fine, thank you. I mean, this cop wasn't the brightest one on duty. Come up the court date. Hearing. Judge, do you plead guilty or not guilty or no contest and elect? Me, not guilty, Your Honor, and I can provide you all the proof. Judge, okay, but I must warn you I am not a nice judge to mess around with. Me, that's awesome, Your Honor. I want to be present while you grill the officers, but... Judge reacted in a surprised and perplexed expression followed by a long pause. Judge, officer. Cop, presents his side of the story and all the specs. Judge, my final warning, do you want to recant and plead guilty or no contest? Me, not guilty, and it's my turn to speak. Your Honor. Judge irritated, alright, let's have it. Me, provision of auto mechanic, which was 2 blocks away from where he pulled me over. The vehicle, as the officer indicated, is correct, and is registered to my mother-in-law. That vehicle is a stick shift, or manual shift. My mother-in-law had me to drive her car to the mechanic because it was stuck in first gear. The maximum speed I could drive from her house to the mechanic shop was 20 to 25 miles per hour, and being in the red zone in the RPM, which RPM stands for revolutions per minute. I was driving the vehicle with hazard lights flashing. At the so-called claimed intersection that officer accuses me of blowing through, the intersection is not possible because the speed limit there is 45 miles per hour. I was driving through the neighborhood or back road, avoiding the major streets at all costs. As you can see, Your Honor, the mechanic's work order, the cost, and all paid. In fact, because your nice little boy here that lied you and cited me with all of this as perjury, Your Honor, I had the mechanics, all 3 of them, to sign a disclosure that it is not possible. In fact, Your Honor, please read the signed and sworn affidavits, which has been notarized, starting with the first one from the chief mechanic. There is no way possible the vehicle could exceed 30 miles per hour due in first gear without blowing the transmission. The problem was due to a faulty clutch which was replaced. Customer name had reported the first gear was stuck and unable to shift. We had slotted the appointment on XX/XX/XXXX at 3 p.m. The customer indicated that she was sending her daughter-in-law with the vehicle because she's an expert and could drive 11 miles to our shop by the back roads. Etc., etc., etc. Me, and Your Honor, here's the paid bill for the repairs done to the vehicle, and if you would also note that amber light was replaced, headlight was aligned, 4 new tires replaced, oil change, radiator fluid flushed and refilled, and the total cost was $2,541.36. Judge, he's now really irritated. Me, so as you can see, Your Honor, in addition, I have several affidavits from nearby residents who witnessed me being in the back roads. Presented a pile of paperwork. And in fact, I want you to pay attention to this witness number 5, read it. I heard the vehicle coming, and it didn't sound very good. I flagged her down, and she was fully aware of the gear grinding, and was about 6 blocks away to the shop. I offered her to chain tow the car to the shop, but she declined. My name and address is listed, name and address. Me, Your Honor, may I have permission to go to the map on the wall? It has a plexiglass where you can use a dry erase marker, and then wipe it off when completed.
Judge, he's really angry. You may. Me, this is the route I took, drawing the route I took. As you can see, Your Honor, there's no intersection, except for the one right here that goes to the main road to the mechanic shop. Your little nice boy there claims I blew through way over here, marking it with a black marker. As you can see, there's no way for me to even drive this vehicle on that roadway coming northbound, for the vehicle was coming from the east-southeast. It's not even wise to attempt to drive 7 miles out to the main roadway to get to the mechanic shop. Therefore, 3 things. I did not speed due to a crippled vehicle stuck in first gear. I was not at the intersection that was so noted, as per the witnesses. There were no reckless driving whatsoever. Therefore, Your Honor, I plead not guilty. Thank you. Your Honor, I have nothing further. Judge, he's reading the documentations, the witness statements, and they're on. Ma'am, is any of your witnesses here? Me, yes, Your Honor. I was able to bring one witness and a mechanic. Judge, call them up, please. Me, calling for the witness on the road that was eastbound going westbound having to cross the intersection. Judge, you step up, please. And state your name and address. Guy giving his name and address. Judge, and please tell me. Guy, heavy on the Alabama accent and Bukirin her coming up the road, it was all full and horrible. Right dear, ova by de shade walk, bu breakin' de lawn. I be a flaggin' her, cause she be a women. Bu pullin' herself ova, and we bu talkin'. She no want me self to chin ta herself ova to the shop. She bu smart women be a drivin' with flashy lights. Judge, thank you. Next, please. Me, calling for the mechanic, he was really peeved about that ticket, and volunteered to come in to defend me. Mechanic, walks up. Judge, please state your name, and I can see you're an authorized mechanic. Please state the business.
Mechanic gives name, his position, and location of business. Judge, so were you the one working on the car? Mechanic, yes, one of the three. Judge, from what I am seeing here, please confirm the situation for me and the court. Mechanic, stuck in first gear, barely hanging on as that other guy was stating the awful noise was due to the bad clutch, whereas we had found the second gear was broken and third and final gear was cracked.
We replaced the clutch and installed new gears. It was pretty impressive considering the car logged in more than 1,350,000 miles. Judge, 1,350,000. Mechanic, correct, it went over the first time around on the odometer. Judge, underscore 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 silent underscore 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 underscore. Mechanic, we serviced that car for a long time, since 19,940 miles, and it had remained in the family for years. Judge, thank you. You may go. Pausing. Pausing. Judge, ma'am. Me, yes, Your Honor. Judge, where the hell did you guys go with that vehicle? Me, well, it's been to California, Texas, New Mexico, Florida, Georgia, and up north somewhere, majority all before I was married, and when I was married, it's been to Georgia and Florida multiple times over. And I was in the vehicle when it turned over the 1 million mark, which was in Ocala, FL. Judge, okay. Judge, officer. Cop, yes, Your Honor. Judge, you are supposed to represent the law. You went way over your head on this one. Considering you had written 3 citations for fines for almost $3,500 plus points on her driver's record. I am charging you with perjury, which you will face jail time, and frankly, I am extremely disappointed in you. I will leave it up to the investigative department for any disciplinary actions. Potentially leading to job termination due to the serious nature of lying under oath and the damage it does to your credibility as a witness. Essentially, you could lose your job and charges will be solely up to the state attorney. Bailiff. Remove this man out of my courtroom now. Bailiff comes and handcuffs the officer and removes him from the courtroom to be booked and sent to jail. Ma'am. Me, yes, Your Honor. Judge, there are no charges, no fines, absolutely nothing. I apologize for the time wasted. You will be compensated for the time in court. Mechanic. Mechanic stands up. How much are you paid by the hour? Mechanic discloses. The houseman. Why he called him the houseman, I have no idea. Guy, you been talking Tommy. Judge, yes. Are you employed? Guy, no. I've retired. Judge, thank you. Summons the clerk, off microphone. Clerk. Processes the documentation. Judge, I want all 3 of you be seated over here, juror's seat. It will take a few moments for my clerk to process, and you can go to the cashier to cash the checks. And ma'am. Me, yes, Your Honor. Judge, the state attorney may contact you. It will be solely up to them to prosecute. Please comply. Me, yes, Your Honor, and thank you. Judge, case closed, slams gavel.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. It makes my crit so hard.